landscape is looking a little different this evening at Suitie Steinman's house.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, I like it, but I'm not like the happiest about it.
What are you doing over there, Buckeye Britt?
You know, just drinking some Jesus water and having a little FOMO. That's about it.
Yeah, you should have FOMO. I'm a terrible hostess, and I did not even offer our illustrious host, Ms. El Paso, a drink.
No.
That's pretty bad, Elena. That's bad for you.
I should, you know what? I'll be right back. You guys handle this. I'll be right back.
Well,
it's so far out of character.
How was your day, Brittany?
Huh?
How was your day?
It was good.
Yeah, what did you do today?
Just work. Lots of, and then I had a meeting with one of my suppliers in Australia, who I really like. So that was good to see and talk to him.
You know, Southern Star Brewery, we haven't talked to you in quite some time, our friends.
We have not.
We're going to have to come see you so you can give us some burr.
Thank you. I am so privileged to be Miss Lone Star 2023. Thank you so much to everybody who voted for me and those who didn't. You guys are still haters. Cheers.
See, from Ms. El Paso, it goes to Miss Lone Star USA. And she has just taken the crown for Miss Lone Star
100%.
USA.
And if
are you going to, I don't think you are because I didn't get an invite, but 2 weeks, are you going to do the Outlaw Challenge pageantry down here? Or is that just a little too much?
So as Miss Lone Star, she's exclusive to Miss Lone Star. She can't participate in any other pageants this year.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you have your manager with you.
Yes, thank you.
All these questions.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to be very political about, the positions that I have. And so this year I have to stay in this position for that long. But
okay. All right.
But I still enjoy it. What's up, Ken? What's going on? And also,
hi, Katie.
Man, it's been a long time since we've seen that beautiful name in Michigan State green show up to the chat.
Gross.
All right, so Brittany is drinking. Oh, okay, Cool Kev is up here too. Yes, we got everybody in the house.
Kev, salute, Cool Kev.
I'm here for it. Raiders. Cool Kev, are any of you actually, Katie Dammit or Ken, planning to go to Detroit for the NFL draft this year or next year, I should say? I hope so.
Hit us up because we're making big D plans.
All right. Well, as you already know, I'm drinking Bombshell Blonde, which we know that is Elena's favorite beer. And Brittany is drinking Jesus water. So cheers.
Cheers.
Good day. And you guys are drinking as well, but in a responsible way.
Cool, Kev. You have an entire year to plan. Well, minus a month. An entire year to plan.
Yeah.
In Detroit.
And let me just say, okay, so the first one.
You're just missing out on being with us.
That's what I was just going to say. I feel like
only hurting yourself.
ETOP 21 Sports thought he was going to die. He did not die. He's still alive. You saw him on last week's show. So, come on.
Right. Am I going to be murdered by you three? I'm like, it depends.
He had the best time. And I think the best time was listening to me snore.
Look, Cool Kev, Ken,
definitely.
Katie Dammit, we even took him to Waffle House.
No lie, that Waffle House came in clutch. It was so good. It was so good. All right, well, let's move on to fact check against the glass. And in this one, we're gonna repeat last week, which was the speed round of fake or fact. But this time, it's hockey edition.
We're going to fail. We won last week, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got 3 out of 4.
We had some people in the chat that lost, but we won.
All right, people in the chat, let's see if you guys can get these right. And again, the ladies have not seen these questions, so they have no idea. Number 1, ancient Egyptians played a type of sand hockey thousands of years ago. Fake or fact?
I mean, was it called football?
Fake or fact?
I mean, like soccer is sand hockey, so fact.
Brittany?
I can't comprehend that.
Ancient Egyptians playing Santa.
No, they didn't.
All right. And the answer is everybody saying fake. It's actually fact.
Yes, I said fact.
You did.
You did.
Similar in many ways, field and ice hockey, but played barefoot with palm wood sticks. The ancient game is called mochacha. Mokacha in local Hassini Arabic dialect. Killed it.
All right. So we had only Katie Damma got it right on the chat. I don't know if he came in late, but.
All right. Well, here's
think he
number
was there.
2. The world's first professional ice hockey league was formed in 1903 by a dentist.
Fact.
I will repeat that. The world's first professional ice hockey league was formed in 1903 by a dentist.
Fake.
Fake? And Brittany, you say fact?
I said fact.
And the answer is fact.
Do you know why I said fake?
Because they all lose their teeth.
Well, yeah, they would have the dentist would have or the mouth guards, and they didn't in 1903. So,
No.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it was more business for the dentist.
Look at you, Brittany. Yes. All right. Well, Jack Dog Gibson, who was also a hockey player, founded the world's first professional hockey team called the Portage Lake Hockey Club in Houghton, Michigan. And in his picture, he was fine. I saw it and I was like, ooh, he could have gotten it in 1903. Okay. Third question.
Downton Abbey style.
For real. I was like, a hockey player and a dentist? A doctor? Okay. All right. Number 3. Ice hockey jerseys are traditionally called overalls because that's what the original 19th century players were wearing.
One of these has to be fake.
Fact.
Or fake.
You're going to say fake. Brittany, you say fact?
Yeah.
All right. The answer is, let's see if somebody responds. I don't want to give the answer. Well, I'll just give the answer. The answer is fake.
Damn.
Yep. They were called sweaters. The terminology originated
Oh,
That
from
makes sense.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't know that actually.
originated from the sport's earlier days when the game was predominantly played outside during the winter, and where they wore sweaters that were warm wool knit coverings.
Yep. Yep.
Well, when I played ice hockey outside, I was definitely in.
That's right. After you said it, I knew it.
Overalls.
And I wasn't even listening to that.
All right. Second to the last question. It just took 100 stitches to close the wound sustained by NHL Hall of Famer Borji Salmain. Yeah. After his face was accidentally cut by another player's skate.
Well, that happened, but I don't know how many stitches.
I would-
It sounds
I would-
about right.
I would like to pause for a second because Brittany, you and I are tied. So this is
No.
a tiebreaker.
And then the next one is, yeah. So you guys
Oh,
are
well,
like,
I'm not changing
we
my
have one
answer.
more. Yeah, one
there's
more.
one more. Okay. I'm going to say fact.
Fact. Brittany.
That's what I said.
Cool Kev said fake. That's okay. So we can.
Cool Kev said fake. And the answer is fake.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
He just
he
died?
just died. R.I.P. to him, man. I didn't even know that when I picked this. It's actually fake because in 1986, the skate blade of a Detroit gallant inadvertently cut his face while he was lying on the ice in front of the Leafs goal. It was 200 stitches.
200. Oh my goodness.
200. And if
Okay.
you look at the pictures, it was like all right here.
Right.
It
Well,
was crazy.
the chat got that one right. Congratulations, boys.
Yes.
My brother had his pinky cut off ice hockey skating. Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Like the tip or just the whole thing?
No, the finger. They did like leech therapy on it.
Yeah. That's what she said.
She said just the tip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ken was coming with the, hold on. And he had,
Ken always has the facts. We got to show those.
dang. And he had ALS. That's so sad.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Man, okay. All right. Well, the last one is not sad. For women Division I schools, ice hockey has the 3rd highest scholarship percentages.
Fake.
Say it again.
For women in Division I schools, ice hockey has the 3rd highest scholarship percentage.
Fact.
Fact. And Elena, you say
Fake.
fake? It is a fact. The most scholarships are offered in rowing, and then
Rowing?
Yeah, offered in rowing, then track and field, ice hockey, and then basketball.
Okay, so I was going to go basketball, track and field, and then volleyball.
Yeah. Well,
that was what I was going to say.
and then for men's, obviously it goes football, followed by ice hockey and basketball.
But wait, is it how many people are on the team?
No, how many percentages of get scholarships?
How many percentages? Wait, read that again.
Yeah. For women Division I schools, ice hockey has the third highest scholarship percentage.
Based on what?
I don't know. It was just the thing that I saw online.
Okay. Number of scholarships given.
I think the amount.
I didn't have time to read the whole article. I just went for the fact. Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, no, that's the players.
I lost. I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the big L. I'm gonna take the big loser. I lost. No W for me, W for Brittany. But the reason that I was thinking after the fact the amount of players, and then yeah, that makes sense. Like Ken said, 20 players in hockey.
Yeah.
12 in basketball.
And then rowing on
starting players. But I would think soccer would be up there then. And soccer wasn't the top 3.
No.
But I also wonder if it depends because not a big part of the U.S. population, like there's not a big hockey league in Houston, right? But up north, there's a ton of them. So they're pulling from.
Yeah, but how many universities actually have a women's hockey team? So, man, cool kid. Hold on.
Someone tell us. She's about to take the shot of whiskey. Thank you for doing that. That's what we need to start doing. Liven it up in here. I don't want to be the only one drinking. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'd be drinking if I got the invite, but I'm just over here crying.
Well, you're good. Hold on. I was crying last time when you came over here and I wasn't here.
All right, cool, Kev.
I think you were at work.
I was.
Is this the truth?
Ooh. And
we have a High West Midwinter Nights Dram. It is absolutely delicious. Very hard to come by. I will take a shot.
So taking a shot is supposed to be like, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. This is like, hell yeah, I want to take a shot. But I'm going to take a shot.
Don't tell anyone that I drank out of this bottle because I will be pouring it for others.
Oh.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Yeah, but the alcohol content alone kills those germs that you just put on.
I feel the heat going through my chest.
Ooh, you know who else felt the heat going through their chest? Denver. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs. Game 2. Lena says she has nothing. Let me tell you this. Go ahead.
The only thing I have to say in regards to this is that I said Denver in 5. So now they've got their 1 loss. So if they lose again, then I'm out of the pool. That's it.
So I would say this. I did watch the game, and obviously last week I was like, yeah, Denver's going to win 2 times, and then they're going to go to Miami, lose, and then win again.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that I totally thought that they weren't going to be able to handle the climate and the what is it called? Elevation.
Altitude.
And they almost did it. And then I don't know where they get it. I think Jimmy really is kind of getting that team together because they just came out of nowhere and started balling towards the end of the game. They were like, we're not going to lose this. And I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. Now they're going back to Miami and I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen.
I had Miami winning the first game at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to stick to that.
Okay.
But that means that's 2 wins in a row. I'm sure that Eric's going to have something to say about that when he pops on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wonder what did he tell us last week to put money on? I can't even remember.
I didn't write it down.
Neither did I. I'm trying to see if I put any money down. Doesn't look like I did. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. I think that Denver's going to go to Miami and they're going to be pissed off and they're going to win in Miami. So, yeah, I think it's going to be 2-1. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I think they could.
Yeah, if they win in Miami, it'll be 2-1.
It'll be 2-1, 3-1.
Denver.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think Denver's going to take it. However, Jimmy, I mean, his marketing, his agent is doing a phenomenal job. I'm putting him out there because, I mean, I already knew he was from Houston area, but
he's from Tomball.
He's from Tomball. Yeah, that's.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Houston.
I mean, it's Houston enough.
It is. But yeah, now I'm like, I like him a lot. And then I started reading his story about how, you know, his dad wasn't really around and his mom kicked him out, and he still like forgave them and still loves them to death. And I'm like, I would have been like, no, Mom, I'm rich and you're not.
I did it.
Yay. Elena's learning how to use the
You can't give me this kind of power.
yeah, she now has the power. I got the power. All right. Well, yeah, that's all we have to say about Denver and Miami.
We got really big news that hit the wire.
This just hit the wire. And this is really huge. Like, this is big. And I really think we need to talk about this. Go ahead.
All right. You know, Ken, Cool Kev, Katie Dammit, we know that you are extreme golf fans.
Mhm.
And for the past 2 years, you have been watching the LIV and PGA drama unfold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has finally come to a close.
Unfolded.
It is unfolded. It has been folded back up, put in a drawer, and closed.
Sealed.
Right. That's how folded. Let me tell you, the buzzards were swirling for both sides. And they were about ready to attack. And when they were getting ready to eat the leftover of the carcasses that were laid out on the pavement,
Oh my God.
Me too.
decided somebody got a shovel, put that in the back of a truck, and drove off.
Mm.
Guys, that just came to my head. This is how
Yeah,
terrible.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. My imagination.
That was a lot.
That whiskey did something to her already.
Yeah,
that
probably.
was quick.
We were talking about Texas. I took it straight Texas style. Anyway, so LIV Golf and the PGA tournament have decided to join forces, and they have merged. Not only does that include LIV and PGA, but it also includes the European Tour. What does that mean? The Saudis have control over all professional golf in the world because they have the majority ownership and the top voting rights. There will still be 3 different tournaments not tournaments, there's a million tournaments, but 3 different divisions. So you will still have the PGA, you will still have LIV, and you will still have the European Tour. But they will start adopting some of the LIV, like team play and other things. Where this really goes sour, if you are a current PGA Tour player, is that you get no money.
What?
So
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Woods was offered, if we remember a year ago, we talked about this, $700 million plus to join the LIV Tour.
I think it ended up being almost $1 billion.
Yeah, he could have joined LIV and then a year later still be on the PGA, basically. So Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, all of these players that took the big paydays now get to reap both benefits. They get the benefit of being paid by LIV. Larger purses are coming to everyone, but the Rorys and the Tigers of the world didn't get that big payday. Now, does Tiger need it? No. But do some of the other golfers that turned it down and stuck with the PGA because they were scared to death to move to LIV because they were going to be ostracized and not be able to play in the major tournaments anymore? No. They're not going to be offering them any money to play on LIV because it's now all under one umbrella. Thoughts?
Okay, so then I have a question. Remember that I started watching.
Tiger Woods is going to start his own league with Rory. The 2 of them are going to.
With what money? They ain't got money like that. They ain't got that oil money.
LIV will be putting billions, multi-billion dollars into this deal over who knows however many years.
Let me tell you
details.
Well, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. I think golf is going to evolve to golf-ish.
It's going to be a shit show.
Almost like pickleball. Like, you know how tennis is tennis? I think like eventually golf is going to be somewhat like golf, but not real golf.
Every tournament's going to be like the Waste Management.
Yeah.
And it might be that, because I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason why I started watching golf just recently is because of that one golfer who was a trainer, I think in Arizona, who came out of nowhere and did the hole-in-one, and everybody was like, oh my God. Like, he had a story, and I was like, oh man, I'm following him. I really, like, I'm excited for him because I don't really care about these guys who are making millions of dollars playing golf. Like, that's boring to me. I want to see the guy who has no money.
That's how I feel about NBA players.
Yeah, I want to see baby mamas, no money, trash talking golf, and I was starting to see it. And I was like, yes, this is what I like. And I think that is where golf is going to turn into. And there's going to be money around that. And there's going to be sponsors because it's going to be a party and not like a quiet, like, oh, everybody stay quiet. It's going to be music. It's going to be a DJ. It's going to be like puttery. That's where I think we're going.
Top golf and puttery.
Yes.
For sure. I mean, golf was definitely always pinky up, right? It's, I never understood why the announcers would announce in a soft, quiet voice when nobody can hear them. They're up in a booth. Okay. They're not bothering the players. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this unfolds. Where I do disagree just a little bit is that I do think that there could be some more fun put into golf. Like we always loved at the Houston Open, the 16th green was the caddy races. And that's PGA. I mean, that's traditional golf, but you had your one party hole and people in the crowd would bet and the caddies would race to see who got to the green first. And, they take those bets and everything. But so that made that experience really entertaining and super fun. When I like to watch golf generally is not in person. It's not at a tournament, although I do like to go to one every once in a while. It's Sunday mornings when I'm hungover and I want mindless television and I want
nap TV
and quiet napping TV, right? That's when I watch golf on TV. But yeah, I think that there's, the other thing is the players and okay, sorry players, but when it comes to mergers and acquisitions, you knew anything about business, you don't know about it until it actually happens unless you're C-level. So for those players that were bitching about the fact that they found out about it on Twitter or a news story broke before they found out. Yeah, sorry, that's general business. You're not going to know about any kind of acquisition, merger, or joint venture until it actually happens. I mean, they got code names for that stuff. Can you imagine? The Saudis kept that on lock.
They did.
Like, think about all the things the Saudis have done. They keep all that on lock. So, yeah.
One of the best tweets, real quick, that I saw was, I'm guessing live teams were struggling to get sponsors, and PGA Tour couldn't turn down the money. Win-win for both tours, but it's a big lose for those who defended the tour the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So exactly what Steinman just said.
Yeah, PGA players are pissed. What I will say,
I'm sitting here. I don't even want to comment until I hear from some of the big guys on what their opinion is, because
also fair general audience might not know there were lawsuits on both sides. U.S. government was getting involved in investigating the PGA. When I was talking about the buzzard circling, that's what I was referencing is not just the lawsuits and the litigations, but also the fact that LIV had no viewership. So they pumped all this money into it. And they had finally got a deal with the CW to be on regular television. You had to watch it on YouTube for the first 5 matches. So LIV wasn't making any money. They found their opportunity to buy it out. Neither one of the sides wanted to be in litigation for the next 20 years. And so now we've got this umbrella deal. Anyway, I digress.
I love it. Okay, let's bring Eric, who has no face, onto the stream.
Eric, no face.
Eric, no face. Almost like that. What was that show called? Was it Game of Thrones? The no face person?
Man without the face.
The man without the face. That should be, instead of ETOF 21 Sports, it should be the man without the face. All right, before we go to Eric's bets, let's talk about celebrity gossip. And thank you, Suitie Steinman, for all that information. One thing I did not know about golf, let me just say this. If you get a hole-in-one, you have to pay for everybody's bar tab, or you have to buy everybody a drink.
It's an unspoken rule. It's not a rule. It's like,
Don't play golf with me. You ain't getting shit. If I get a hole-in-one, you ain't getting nothing. You better buy me drinks. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't buying you nothing. Who's playing music? Or is that
Eric's in the car?
Mute. You ain't ready yet. All right. Well, I'll unmute you, Eric. I promise you, I'll unmute you when we're ready. All right. So, celebrity gossip. Apple unveiled the Apple Vision Pro at $3,500. It's an AR headset. I, for one, am not happy about it because there's nothing innovative about this headset. It still looks like an AR headset. It should have been like sunglasses or something. Then I would have been like really excited because you could walk around looking like you're wearing sunglasses and you'd be like, get out of my way, I'm watching a movie. Like you can go to dates during the day and watch a movie and they could just be talking and you're already entertained. So boo on the AR headset, but yay on the innovation. I'm excited to move things with my eyes and not having to touch anything. So I love
They
it.
need to be like the old ladies in Florida's, the black sunglasses that go all the way up.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm
So
almost on that train.
those in the chat, are you gonna buy some? I'm not an Apple fan. I'm an Android person. So if you're gonna drop that $3,500, let me know if you're gonna buy it. All right. The other thing, P. Diddy's 29-year-old son, Justin Combs, just got arrested for a DUI. And it's a celebrity son, doesn't matter. Until his mama comes in the chat and starts talking all this smack about P. Diddy. What was she saying? She was saying, I'm taking my son back. He don't need to be in LA with his daddy. His daddy ain't nothing. And I mean, she was just like,
It's 29.
exactly. And then the other part
like,
said was, how are you going to promote alcohol and then sue the company? Which I was like, what happened with Ciroc? You sued them? Didn't know that. But yeah, so she put all the business out there, and then Kimora Lee doubled down and was like,
Ooh, Kimora jumped to the chat.
Kimora, she jumped in and she was like, oh, we talking mess right now? And she put a picture of P. Diddy's daughters because one of the things, it's Misa Hilton. If you don't know who Misa Hilton is, think about Notorious B.I.G. When he's in a hot tub, she was right. She was right next to P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Misa Hilton. But she's famous for a lot of other things. Not like Superhead or nothing like that, but like, for fashion and stuff. Anyhow, she said, I'm going to protect the children, including my own. And that's when Kimora came in and said, oh, we talking mess. And she took a picture of the children, which lets me think that there's something going on. And if you got a city girl as a girlfriend, how much time are you spending with your children?
Do you know what I thought you were going to say when
What?
you said P. Diddy's 29-year-old son?
I
thought you were going to say he was dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Oh, I mean, he could be next. You never know. But apparently they're still going strong, which is so awkward. It makes me
weird.
Think, exactly. It's super.
That's
I mean, it's
weird.
But is it weird because what is it? De Niro just had a baby, and so did
Also weird.
Like with 20-year-olds.
Like, why are you gonna have a baby knowing you're gonna be like you're not even gonna see that kid out of elementary school?
I think it's Al Pacino, right? That did the fraternity test. I think that's hilarious. Like, you're almost 80 years old and you're like, I didn't think I could have a baby. What? I need a paternity test. Could have been on Maury. That would have been amazing.
Well, it was him and Robert De Niro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Robert De Niro said it was his baby. Al Pacino was like, that's not my baby. He needed the test. But she's also been with some other actors that were older. So she gets around. All right. The last thing. Shakira, who's obviously divorced and is living her best life. I thought she was dating somebody else, but now they're putting her with Lewis Hamilton because she is going to his F1, Spanish Grand Prix, and she's hitting him up afterwards, hanging out with his friends, having dinner and drinks. So is she the other Pippin?
I don't feel like Shakira and Lewis Hamilton. I don't feel like that's going to be a thing. But Lewis Hamilton was seen when he was at the Brazil F1 in Sao Paulo. This is years ago, hanging out with Anita.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted that to happen. I don't know if maybe it did happen or not, but
had to put that one in quick.
Oh yeah, super spot.
All right, let's unmute Eric so we can get some Uncle Rico money. Hey, Uncle Rico, are you still with us? The man without the face.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, what you got for us? Can you see us or you can just hear us?
No, I can see y'all.
Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, what you got for us?
Tonight, in a little bit, Mariners plus 120 against the Padres. The guy that's pitching for the Mariners, he has a career 1.74 ERA against the Padres, and of the Padres lineup tonight, they only have 5 career hits against him, so it's a good matchup. Padres offensively have struggled this year. So I bet the Mariners plus 120. And then tomorrow night, Nuggets -2 against Miami. I mean, you just kind of look at shot quality, which is a site which kind of looks at what shot should have went in, what shot should have missed. Shot quality graded that game as a Nuggets 7-point win. Porter, Murray have had game 2 is bad. Porter, who's a 41% three-point shooter, he has the worst start to shooting three-pointers in the history of the NBA Finals. So I'm banking on some positive shot regression for the Nuggets. So I bet the Nuggets -2.
Bravo. Did you win this last bet on game 2?
Game two, I won a lot of money. Like Max Strus funded my next vacation.
You mean our next vacation? Got it.
Oh,
Meaning you're paying for the Airbnb in Detroit.
With
Cool.
with real
Cool.
walls so that you don't have to hear me snore. Yeah.
Cool. You get the master then.
No doubt.
Yes. All right. Well, Lena, what's your player anthem?
All right. Well, I didn't have a player anthem ready, but considering that I just took a shot of whiskey, Utah whiskey on the show, we're going to go with Tennessee whiskey, who was originally recorded by David Allan Coe, later by George Jones, and then finally brought to the mass public by Chris Stapleton when he performed it at the CMT Music Awards with Justin Timberlake. So, shout out to the OGs of country, classic country, and the original writers of Tennessee Whiskey, which was also not David Allan Coe. Let me tell you who that was, because I don't even know. A song written by Dean Dillon and Linda Hargrove was originally written. So there have been a lot of people who have recorded Tennessee Whiskey, but tonight we are drinking Utah.
Wow. Okay. Was not expecting it to be. I can't.
Smooth
As Utah whiskey.
You're sweet as a midwinter night's dram.
Where's my lighter? All right. So just want to give you guys a heads up. We will be at Brittany's swimming pool this Sunday. Only one of us got a real invite. The other one is just kind of jumping in.
The other one invited herself first.
Yeah. Well, kind of me too. All right. So expect some videos and content on Sunday. And then again on Wednesday next week when me and Elena go see Logic. And we're going to be standing not in a suite, but in general admission. So this is going to be really interesting because you know she doesn't do general admission.
You can do it.
Don't bet on me in GA. Do not bet on me in GA. That's all I got to say.
So yes, this is going to be epic. Please make sure you're watching Dresses and Salted Pretzels all this weekend and also next week. Go ahead and take us out.
All right. Make sure you follow eTop21 Sports, Dresses and Salted Pretzels on Instagram, Mizz El Paso on Instagram. Show love to everybody in the chat. And don't forget to watch tomorrow night, Sports Life Talk, OGs, 8 p.m. Central until 9 o'clock. They had a party last week and I was really enjoying it. And we out.
Hold on. Wait, before we go out. Sorry. Eric, who you got on your show tonight?
Leo.
Leo, you're talking about?
We're talking about NBA and soccer and tennis betting.
All right, cool. I only want to say that because you guys, we need money. Let's make some money. So watch him tonight and then send me the money because I told you to watch. All right. Adios. Oh, shoot.